So now that we know how to use heat to produce sound, which is really just a steady vibration of the air, the only barrier remaining to turning this into an engine is to transfer that vibration to a physical object and get mechanical motion in return. One way of doing this is with a drum skin. This is a finished thermoacoustic engine, and you can see I've stretched a piece of rubber over the mouth of the test tube with a weight in the center. You can see also that the bit of steel wool on the inside is much further forward in the tube than for the version that was only meant to make sound. I've done this because by adding a diaphragm over the mouth of the tube, I've introduced a change to the overall resonance of the system. The diaphragm itself has a natural resonance that it prefers to vibrate at, depending on how tightly it's stretched. The effect this has is basically the same as extending the length of the test tube artificially. The rubber represents the same resonant properties as an invisible length of tube if it stuck out approximately this far. You can imagine if the tube were actually this long, then the heat would have to be applied further forward to once again be in the correct position to produce sound, 1/3 of the way from the back. That explains the new position of the steel wool. This distance is approximately 1/3 the total length of both the real test tube and the simulated tube that adding a diaphragm represents. And with that, we have enough information to understand how a thermoacoustic engine works, which is by far the hardest part. Building one is comparatively easy if you only have the right measurements to put it together. The goal is for the tube length and the application of heat to be ideally suited to resonate in unison with a physical object, in this case a rubber diaphragm. I was helped in my initial efforts to figure this out by another YouTuber whose channel name is Blade Attila. Check out his channel in the video description below if you'd like to see more thermoacoustic engine designs after this one.